Hello everyone, myself Prasanna, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil, BSB Engineering College, Karur. Today I am taking lecture topic about Engineering Geology of Unit 2. Unit 2 named as Mineralogy and Metrology. Next we see about the course objectives. Students are able to gain knowledge about the role and importance of geology in civil engineering. Apart from the learning the technique of surface and subsurface investigation using a geological, geophysical and geomechanical method, we refer the textbook like Parbinsin, a textbook of engineering and general geology. Next we see about the introduction to mineralogy and petrology. Petrology define about the study of rock and their formation. Generally, rock can be classified into three different types, namely igneous rock, metamorphic rock, and sedimentation rock. Mineralogy is defined as the study about the structure and the physical properties of mineral that can be present in a particular type of rock. Next we see about the rock forming mineral. It can be classified into 8 different types. First we see about the feldspar family. It is a one type of mineral can be found in the outermost region of the earth surface. Next we see about the quartz. It is a odd rich in mineral commonly found in many types of rock, especially in sand. Mica, it is a fatty mineral. It can be classified into, depend upon the color, it can be classified into two different types. Mustovite are generally light in color, biotite are generally dark in color. Next we see about the quartz family. It is mainly composed with the silicon dioxide, SiO2. The hardness value depend upon the 6 to 7. Depend upon the hardness value, it is made very durable in nature. Mainly this types of family found in igneous, metamorphic and sedimentation rocks. Next we see about the felser family. Felser family is one type of mineral form about 60% of outermost surface of Earth. It is mainly composed with aluminium silicate with the presence of other minerals like potassium and calcium. It looks like a similar crystal structure are often found together. This type of family mainly used in ceramic and filler material. This type of family having a perfect cleavage. Cleavage is nothing about the entire rock surface can be divided or separated into two perfect equal parts. Next we see about the K mineral. It is a very fine particle having ranges lesser than 2 micrometer. It is mainly composed by aluminium silicate, often with the presence of other minerals like magnesium, iron, potassium and calcium. It is mainly formed with the help of weathering of rock. Weathering is nothing about the entire rock surface or larger particle of rock will be converted into the smaller particle. Generally, weathering can be classified into three different types, namely physical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering. These minerals having a properties like high surface area, ion exchange, and plasticity. Next we see about the formation of igneous rock will be carried out by three different processes, namely melting, movement, and cooling process. Melting is the first process. Due to the presence of heat and pressure, the older rock can melt and form a magma. After the formation of magma, the second process will be carried out. The second process is namely movement. After the formation of magma rises towards the surface or often near the plate boundaries. After the movement, the final process will be initiated. The final process is nothing about the cooling and the solidification process. Cooling process can be carried out into two different ways. First one is inside, another one is outside. In inside, it will be cooled very slow and allowing large minerals and to form a new rock. On the other side, outer surface cool process will be carried out quickly. After the cooling process, it can be formed fine grained rock particles. This image shows the entire rock cycle. First of all, magma should be generated. After the formation of magma, it will be undergo crystallization process. After the crystallization process, igneous rock should be developed. After the formation of igneous rock, it will be undergo weathering, erosion and deposition process. It will be carried out. At the end of this process, new rock surface will be generated. It is named as sedimentation rock. After the formation of sedimentation rock, it will be undergo heat and pressure. Finally, metamorphic rock should be generated. Next we see about the formation of sedimentary rock. It can be involved with the help of four different processes, namely weathering, erosion, deposition, compaction and cementation process. Weathering is defined as the entire rock surface can be divided into smaller particles. It can be divided into three different types, namely physical weathering, chemical weathering and biological weathering. After the weathering process, erosion process should be carried out. The entire rock surface can be divided into smaller pieces or sediment will be transported with the help of wind, water, ice and gravity. After the erosion process, deposition process should be carried out. Deposition process is defined as the transportation sediment will be dropped of a new location. After the deposition process, compaction process will be take place. It is defined as the over time layer of sediment built up and the weight of the overlying layer will be automatically compared to each other. After the compaction, final process will be initiated. Final process is named as cementation process. It is defined as the dissolved mineral in the water can be filled a phase between the sediment. After the filling and phase, it forms a new rock surface. Next we see that the formation of sedimentation rock takes place. This image shows how sedimentation rock should be generated. In this first image, erosion and transportation take place. After the erosion process, with the help of water, transportation takes place. During the time of the transportation, the eroded sediment end up in the water and begin to be settle down. After the transportation, deposition process will be initiated. During the deposition process, with more sediment are added to the newly formed sedimentary layer. In this third process, compaction will be take place. Compaction is defined as at the formation of sedimentary layer, there is a sudden release of moisture to form a sedimentary layer, made the layer compact. After the compaction, final process will be initiated. Final process will be named as cementation. It is defined as the sedimentary layer to form more compact. After the more compaction, finally sedimentation rock will be generated. Next we see about the formation of metamorphic rock will be carried out by the three different processes, namely heat and pressure, transformation and solid state. An original rock, it may be sedimentation or igneous rock, is subjected to the metamorphic condition. Next process will be a transformation process will be carried out. At the presence of heat and pressure, the mineral present in the particular rock can be changed or aligned into the new pattern. After the alignment of new pattern, solid state will be generated. At the end of the solid state, the new rock will be generated. This new rock will be named as metamorphic rock. This image shows how metamorphic rock should be generated. At the end of the sedimentary rock, this rock will undergo the metamorphism. It is nothing about in the presence of heat and pressure. The entire sedimentary rock will be converted into the metamorphic rock. Next we see about the engineering properties of rock. It can be classified into four different properties: mechanical properties, physical properties, hydraulic properties and thermal properties. In mechanical properties, compressive, tensile, shear properties will take place. Along this, elastic modulus and the Poisson ratio will be calculated. In compressive test, the entire force will be applied on the rod surface At the time of the failure, we can calculate how much force and width and the rod surface will take place. Next we see about the physical properties of rod. Physical properties include density, specific gravity, porosity, water content and durability. Density is defined as the mass per unit volume. It is used to estimate the overbalances and is related to the strength. Specific gravity is defined as the ratio of rod density to the density of water. Porosity is defined as the ratio of void phase to the total volume. Higher porosity usually means the lower strength and higher permeability. Next we see about the water content. It is defined as the amount of water contained with the rod pores will affect the strength and durability of particular rod. Next we see about the hydraulic properties of rod. It includes porosity and permeability. Porosity is defined as the ratio of void volume to the total rod volume and indicate the storage capacity for water, air or oil. The significance of porosity include higher porosity often means a lower density and intensity and greater water absorption. It will automatically affect the suitability for construction. Next we see about the permeability. Permeability is defined as the ability of rod to transmit the liquid with the help of connected pores. Significance of permeability include to determine the seepage rate, potential for water pressure build-up, and the list of water-related failure will be take place. Next we see about the test on rod surface. It can be divided into two different types, field test and laboratory test. In the field test, we should be determine the institute properties of rod and account for discontinuities. And finally, we verify the lab data that can be collected. Next we see about the common field test, rebound AML test. A portable AML device gives a rebound reading. After getting the rebound reading, it is used to estimate the rod inertial compressive strength and hardness. Plate bearing test. It is used to measure the load bearing capacity of rod masses directly on site by applying pressure on it. Direct shear test. It is used to determine the shear strength of rod joint. SPT test. During the time of the SPT test, it provides basic data about the weathering rod material. Next we see about the laboratory test on rod. UCS test. UCS is mean by uniaxial compressive strength. It is used to measure the rod maximum resistance to a single downward force. This downward force named as compression until failure will take place. It is used to the fuel for foundation decide. Point load test. It is a fast test and inexpensive test where the concentration load is applied to a small rod pieces providing an index of its strength. Beam bending test. It is used to determine the elastic modulus by bending of rod beams will take place. Direct shear test. It is used to measure the shear strength of rod. Water content and porosity test are used to determine the amount of water that present on the particular rod surface. Generally, large amount of water will affect the intensity of rod. Next we see about the course outcome. At the end of this unit, students are getting knowledge on various minerals and rock that can be used as a construction material. In addition, the testing on suitability of rod for foundation purpose.